Heads up, Verta Globals. Now's the time to pay attention and learn something from Big. Oh, all right. Well, right back into the action.
Yeah, we are deep into it right now and opening up the round. I guess it was Keto, but Nico and Cadian come swinging in with a few kills of their own. And they will mop up mid, leaving Xantares in a 1v3, and he gets put down. So Nico. Oh, and they don't check for Keto. They're going to come to regret that. The flash is good. Tabson helping Keto out. And the bomb gets dropped up there as well. Now, luckily enough, it's close enough to the edge that I think you can boost to get that. But for Stout and Cadian in this 2-on-4, they're going to try and find something over here in middle. What they find they don't like is Searson's AWP, striking another from the tally, leaving it all on it to Cadian.
There's not going to be any sort of celebration in this round, though, for Heroic. They concede their first round of Big. Cadian's able to grab a frag on his way out of the round.
Probably stuff. Deeks out with the AWP from Cadian, not for long, gets spammed as the smoke blooms and plumes. Xantares booms. And he's got to run. Somehow gets away with his life. Tessus won't taking the AWP away from Cadian after his departure of the round. 7-1 on Cadian too, so quite the player to lose. Xantares flashed in, and Borup is ready for a playing anti. Tessus follows up, and Tabson gets one in the meanwhile, but that's it for Big. Trading to the favor of Heroic. Another rotate here. Searson's got the AWP smoked off.
And Heroic, man, this is slimy, just holding ramp with players playing anti-flash and kind of saying to Big, look, if you want to fight us, we're right here. We ain't going anywhere. And so they do bait the peaks from Big. They even spot Searson's AWP. They know it's here, but Tess says, jumps the gun a bit. Bomb now down and a 2-on-3, and actually not down yet. The molly cancels it. I saw Stown taking damage, but it looked like he was just sticking it anyway. Searson able to get out for now, but victory is short-lived as Heroic take a fourth.
You guys are sick.
Yeah, right now, you know, it's Big in the hole. They're 4 down, and they need to try and turn this around. Xantares once again getting caught with this aggression back into the site. And now someone else is going to try and give it a go. Tizian's like, I'll show Xantares how it's wait, and then dies immediately as well. And so these A executes causing a real problem for Big.
You know Heroic have the protocols. They're very good at this map. And the one Molotov was on Searson, and Heroic are actually already out short. So you can't run boost there. You can try, and that's all that matters.
Yes, you can try. Yeah, for Xantares, it's... he almost gets caught with a nade out.
This kind of like tapered re-aggression into A that they've been showing, it hasn't worked. And with how Heroic are approaching this A site...
What?
They just checked it.
Yeah, that's...
Just checked.
Oh, and Tizian ain't even looking that way either. A belongs to Heroic, and that's a great change of pace. So as I was saying, Heroic, the way they've been approaching A is like very, very methodical, very, very slow. And then they say to Big, like, you know, when the smokes are down, look, you either push through them, or you let us get the bomb down and then probably save.
But no, homie, they were in the site, hanging out with you.
What Heroic have been doing is throwing like a bit of nade damage, but there's more where that came from. Borup will throw his own, pushing Tizian down half off of the boost. 7-1 for Heroic. There's the shot, not connecting, but a flash did push Searson back. Nico wins a fight, very low in the process. He sets up a smoke towards B, and Stown takes the control. That re-aggression is the answer for Big, as they've cleaned out the A site. They know it's empty now. Stown flashed in. He doesn't realize, but he does check Tabson at the back of the site. And now Heroic, they have B. Even though Big got the info seconds later, it's already too late.
This B site, man. That's the thing, man. Stown's been looking really, really good as of late. And it's kind of spooky. Ooh, they don't get away with Xantares' gun, and that makes all the difference.
They could just set up for a quick old mid to B, but they've only got one player below that B bomb site. Tessus is patrolling A, so they take the elevator instead. Through the molly, the flash is so good. Heroic's utility has been perfect on this T side. We often talk about CT grenades on Vertigo, but these executes have been great, and they've got Borup very deep behind enemy lines.
Oh, Searson with the tag, but Borup not ready to give up this A-site offensive, and now the AWP picked up as well. This is absolute domination from the Danes.
And he gets all the info that, okay, no one's sight, Searson CT, the only spot that the Big can be in is short. What a lovely little mid execute. It's not like Heroic are running 3 players deep mid to try and flank A. They just basically...
No. We require someone to be there to do it. Ain't me, I'll tell you that. Tizigan.
Ooh, I like this.
It's a pretty sweet nade. He finds himself in a rather unusual spot between him and the Almighty, being Tessus. Meanwhile, in middle, Searson takes down Nico. He's not even going to go for the gun because he doesn't need it.
He uses Deagle over the AWP to clear mid. Is it Harry in the server right now? This guy's dealing out Heroic. Dane's down,
but
and
Borup is just so good. How is this even fair? Somebody, please, just get him out the server. Because this game isn't even allowed to get competitive while Borup is alive. He's got 3 in the round. He's completely torn up this A site again. And he's ruined all the fun. Oh, Keto spots the AWP. That's going to instill some terror in him. And he just won't get given a fight. Oh, well, he would. But when he looks away, of course, as we've come to expect. And that's Cadian. In Denmark than in other regions. I don't know what it is, but it certainly makes for like this interesting feel. And it means that you can never underestimate a Danish team, is what it feels like. Tesses opening up the round. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Tizian will be in with a double of his own, and Searson holding from short side is able to best Tesses, leaving Cadian and Nico in a 2-on-3.
And Cadian already backed out of the A site before they even lost their players there. So that double setup of A is avoided. Keto peeling back to the B-bomb site, but if anything, he's just missed the timing. Nico with backstab, and there is the site locked and loaded for Heroic. But yet to be the round, bomb planted in front of the double stack, and that sets you up for the middle post plant where you can play construction, but obviously they don't have this control, volleying it off. That grenade is brutal.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, and look at this setup as well. This is so sweaty. Good luck getting through this. Cadian with a shot. Nico waiting, and it gets delivered onto him as well. If there was a B flank, team effort. Last round of the half here. What do you got for us, Big? Some more aggression. Tizian has netted a few kills. He's really been him and Searson have been the knights in shining armor for Big, right? In terms of getting opening kills and actually making these rounds close. Tabson, the guy we so often look to, is dead at the start of this round. 3 and 15. Keto getting mollied from his close position. Hides in the smoke and gets aggressive with a flash. They are blind. Nico doesn't realize Cadian needs to call it. He's right above you. And Nico does turn around and deal with him. Pushed on A is Antares for 1. And as we've said earlier, the spacing's so good for Heroic, it's hard for Big to get away with more than 1. That's the A site open, and Big just dragged left, dragged right, in between every side of the map. It's just Searson alone, and a beautiful shot. Can he follow up? Oh, the bomb's leaving.
Well, the bomb's just going to be, isn't it? My goodness. 14-1 for Heroic. They're going to be trying to hold this one down. USP from Cadian down through the ramp. He's looking to get off to a good timing here. Cadian going in with the USP, looking for as many as he can find. And Tara's there, and he will leap and bound, get into the front line. Here's Tessus in the back, trying to help out with the USP. And Cadian, oh, he's gone after 1. Now, a little bit more from Nico, of course, as he does deal with Tizian. Up through the ramp they go. Thompson on to the Deagle now. Not Deagle, he meant Glock. And Keto in with a kill of his own, as this falls into a 2-on-2.
Beautiful stuff. Maybe not so much for Big. Trading effectively at least, right? They can try and get a bomb plant here, but oh, he's not letting them have anything, not their face. Leave him alone. Tabson's gone, and it's all on Keto. 1-on-2 to keep this map alive. And if he loses this, it's safe to say this one is done and dusted. It's the mind game. Can he get away with a plant? Will they respect him? Will they rush him? These are the questions. And here are the answers. Nice shot for Keto. Follow up for Borup. He's so good right now.
They know that it's not B. The mid flank is about to come through, however, and no one's even considering it for Heroic. But now the backline flank gets made apparent. There's Tabson arriving from middle, but that's going to get their attentions. And Tares is Deegan with another. And these Deagles doing work right now. Leave Stown and Tesses in a 2-on-3, but they do have this bomb, and that's going to cause problems for Big, even though they've got this man advantage.
Tesses caught from the side, but oh, it's a weird angle. Tabson walks into the sandbags, and Tesses walks away with a bomb under his control. Big are coming from every position, ladder, B, and the A site. All about timing it together. 40 seconds on the clock. Heroic just need to stall. They've got another kill. Tizian peeking out with a trade. He's done it all. Keeping Big in this map.
Well, there's the opener from Stown. Oh dear, another one. As now Heroic look to get it done with Deegs of their own. Stown on a double with an AK retrieved. Big losing all this map control at A. That kind of just means their hands are tied and they've got to commit to a B push. Now, look at sneaky little Borup, right? You want to see what something gross looks like? Here it is. Borup hidden in the site with the Deagle. They are getting close. And Keto going to deal with him. No hiding today, but Stown is trying to do anything but keep his presence concealed. He's in with 3. And they do finally deal with him, but he set his teammates up well to find success in this force buy and take the map away. Searson will get the bomb planted at least, but the nade does fantastic damage through the smoke. A little bit more, and down he goes. It falls to Tizian. 1v3. To try and get a third for Big.
It's either a third for Big or an L. And it looks like it's going to be the latter. They do it with relative ease. For us, we go to a break. We're going to come right on back.
You never know what to expect. So we're going to get ready to head into this second map. We are ready.
Presence shown over here towards Banana and nowhere else across the entirety of the map. 3 deep, Heroic sit, ready to go. There's a tap by Stom. Perhaps he can find more. They're going to flash him over. He's not alone. They're going to realize that here in a second. A second kill for Ston. Can he get a third? No. Taps and Keto begin to mop up what this mess is at the top of Banana. Smoke in the way. No one's going to play.
They know Borup's here as well. The flashes went through, so good information for Big. Can they do anything about it, though? Creeping through the smoke. He's hiding on the side. He's going to let them right past and take a shot. 2 for Borup, keeping up his cool as Tabson is dropped by Nico. In a second. Oh, chunky nade.
Yeah, that's a meaty one right there. Donterra's on 46. They're going to have to go for this hit regardless. Ston with just a split second to make the shot and barely does miss. He's going to reposition, line himself up for a free kill on a Searson.
Oh, and Borup just runs through the smoke. Not even a flash to get him there. And he's in with 1 for it. Now, it does get traded, but it's still a 2-on-4 for Big. And that bomb plant looking to come in. Keto almost nailed through the smoke. Tizian has aggressed through this smoke in the B site, and that leaves him in CT. He needed a double there to leave Keto in a good spot, because now 1v3 all alone at the back of the site. Nade from Cadian finds a good bit of damage. The AWP picked up as well, and there's Cadian with it. Look at that Stown. Nading mid. And the Molly to deny the aggression, and Big, they smoke it off, but they don't go through. Borup tries to run the gauntlet down through Banana and will get traded favorably by the rest of Heroic. Searson, luckily enough, is there to put it back into a 3-on-3. Then perhaps it actually is. Holding close in the apartments is Stown, and he's got 2 turtles crawling his way. Will he be able to deal with them? There's one. Stown, no Mario today. One gets by. Cadian, now inside of top mid with this AWP. Could disrupt this entire game plan as Searson hops down the hay bales, missed shot from Cadian, and now they know he's here short side. That's going to be Zentara's responsibility from the pit. Tessez pushing through the Moto smoke, and Searson, he should be good for this one. Especially if he just gets peek dry. Oh, he saw the barrel and the shadow. He knows that Tessez is here, but he gets dinked on the peak, and there's Cadian to lock in the round. Once again, coming down.
Deepaps Molly, Nico and Cadian double setup in it. I might give him away.
They can't even consider in this. Now Zentara's trying to watch it. Tizian is down in the boiler, so he will be there to get the trade. But there's still a 2-long setup, 1 in the apps as well. And they go running into this stack, tempted in after getting the first kill. But no one's checked for him, but Keto with the flick while blind. Searson has killed Keto. It's turned to chaos over at long, with friends turning enemies. But no enemies turning friends yet. Tessez will give up CT control, and that's going to open up a B wrap for the big boys. Stown here, the only defender at B, and he spots the first, lets him cross by, not able to deal with Searson, and so now having to erect this default defense single-handedly.
Walk the smoke.
Pushes through, gives up the site, and that's a very, very smart move from Stown right now. Sets up his teammates for what was a 3-on-2 retake. Does bite the dust, but Tessez trades it. And so it's tabseN all alone. Cadian, he's so calm in these like end-of-round scenarios when you need to get the most mileage out of this guy. It seems like he's ready.
But it's only one person throwing util, and so Heroic should be able to realize that this is likely a B play. Flash gives it away, Borit blind, drops off, they hear him. If he stayed up there, they never would have known. Stown here in the site, trying to hold strong on his own. Cadian double back on that rotate, so he is not here in time, and Stown doesn't realize how deep they've gotten. tabseN creeps up on him in the site. Bomb plant allowed, smoke spam is good, and Big might finally be breaking the curse.
It's taken them long enough. Now NiKo and Tessez need to solve the problem. Mathematic equation. Take an awful lot by NiKo right here. He's going to start off with killing a tabseN with an M4. Brings himself down to 62. Has the flash. Elects to throw it. With a kid on his back, he's got a little bit of room to work with, but they're not going to give him any wiggle room. Now he's just kind of trapped, right? Like, he can make a run for it. He can make a break for it.
Ooh. Yeah, but Big need the money a lot more than Heroic do. And so, honestly, you know, losing that many players once you get into the site, not as like all-encompassing a victory as you were hoping for Big. Now, poor now as a result of having to go for these reinvestments. But with all the money banked up on Cadian, Tessez, and Stown, you're still good. And so now these... Oh, it's a little ugly, almost the collateral for Cadian. Does pull it back into a 4-on-4. And while all this B aggression is coming in, the rest of Big are setting up outside of the A site in the apartments. Now, no one from Heroic is actually inside of the site. They're playing this bait and switch setup over towards long. And so the moment a Moto smoke falls in now, which was thrown by Keto, it leaves Tessez to have to hold down this site solo, and he just gets swept aside. Ooh, that's pretty. NiKo bringing it back into a 3-on-3. Cadian ready to run around this corner, but searson is scoped up with the AWP, and they don't want to give this kill over. Bomb now down, and a 3-on-3 retake. It's not going to be easy. However, NiKo landing shots like this, maybe it could be. He's put it back in the advantage of Heroic. Now looking to get stuck in again. There is going to be this short smoke, but he's boosted Cadian up and over to look into the pit. You are not ready for that. Oh. How doesn't that connect? tabseN, lucky to be alive.
They got mollies, though. They can throw them into the pit and force them out. tabseN doesn't care, swings out, takes the fight. The bomb needs to be tapped now. NiKo does get another, and he trades out the final one. 4 kills, and, oh, it's close. I don't think he's got it. Ah, really nice try for NiKo. All the kills coming through.
Maybe on the back of Cadian making contact, and I do like that idea, because as Big will be freaking out about the presence of this AWP in CT, that's when the uppercut will come through. There's the flash, and Stown only good for 1. A lot of damage onto tabseN, but not the kill.
Tessa's waiting in the apartments, could put the knife in the back as they come up short side. Big just need to make some noise.
Yeah, any sound indication here might just be that calling. Yeah, there we go. They've gone loud. Gonna get the bomb planted too. Well, I say that.
Oh, that's the round.
That's it. Yeah, NiKo stops the bomb plant of tabseN.
Yeah, Heroic. They had enough util to hold off the B play that fake didn't do a thing.
And not even really any utility. So any extravagant fakes are out the window. Stown could give away a kill here, and is getting wrapped through alt mid. Gets away with a double. I didn't even realize he got XANTARES. searson is able to trade it into a 3-on-3, but that is an impressive start from Stown in a position that really he should have only got 1 in. Tessez now holding for the cross, but searson quick with the big green. Now, this A site called under question. Cadian is... I didn't like that. Cadian, there's 1, jumping around inside of the site, but the re-peek in from Tizian gets it all back under control, if that's what you want to call it. Not much to say about that one there. Look at this, like...
This kind of does hurt to watch, I'm not gonna lie.
Last bullet as well. Borit,
look at him. Just like...
Borit was just like trying to waste all the ammo.
How big is his mouse pad?
How has he done that?
Let's see if they can get to that point, because this boost is quite unorthodox. searson posts up for it. Cadian flicks and sets up an apartment. Obliterated. Man. Decimated. It's Tizian with a trade. Tessez grabs a gun and gets out of there alive.
Yeah, ain't no leaving that AWP. an exchange of grenades over here in the apartments. And, well, that's reported. So.
Oh my goodness.
Reported, dude.
Any more? Come on, Tessez. Hit us with a wallbang we didn't even know existed. Centaurez thinks that he's safe, but maybe he ain't.
And I love the way that Heroic choose not to take fights without some form of utility being used, like a flash right there, maybe even a teammate around. They've got themselves a little bit of a problem here. A can of worms is open, and that is in the form of CT spawn. Being vulnerable. There's the bomb for Stan. And there's the round for Heroic, 10-4. Having some flashbacks here. It's feeling a little bit like Vertigo.
That flick from Cadian, and then that, whatever that is.
That's a...
This is a good call. Back to the A site. Only 2 players here to stop him.
Oh, Tessez with the Org, delivering the opener. Down in the pits, Nico gonna have to step up here, but he's only good for 1 as they double drop onto him. It's a 3-on-3 with Searson holding this rotate. And he's going to make quick work of Stown. Now that bomb going down for big as they try and get 5. Oh, all right, Cadian. Well, there's the response from Tabson. And this is going to leave it all on Borup. He does catch the timing onto Searson. He's so damn quick, is Borup. He's going to have to go even faster than that now in this 1v2. Moving in, Tabson up on top of the site. They swing together and they catch him out in the open. So it's 5 for big at the end of the first half.
They're in apps right now. They're a bit stuck. Out on a limb. Motor smoke in. Heroic. Will they go for a B split here? Because they have 4 up mid, but they also have a B player. Tizian push back. That grenade could do good damage, and it does. Devastating effect. Tizian with 2. The taps are in, and he might have a 3rd, but Nico jumps at him. Now it's just down to Tabson. Getting wrapped, getting pushed from B. Cadian gone on that rotate. Big pull back into A, but now they've realized where the bomb is going. Tabson just trying to stay alive, stall the clock. Bomb does not get dropped, and Nico can plant, covered by Stown, and this one could still get hairy.
Yeah, they're not even planting yet. That was almost a team kill.
Interesting idea there at the end of the round.
USPs.
So Searson is creeping towards long with this orb. I might be here in time to take a peek in through the middle, but a missed shot gives over that opening kill to Heroic. Now with long control going their way, Tizian in. Oh, that was close. Cadian won't know it, but that was close. They even now know that the Centaurez is down here in the pit. Tizian having to run through that smoke, but can't find anything from it other than that little glancing blow onto Borup. And so for Keto, just going to have to save here in a 1v4. 11 on the board for Heroic. They're first, though, since moving in. Keto might not even survive with the M4 with so many players literally next door to him.
Flash out long, taps him with the Deeg. Been spotted or posted for Cadian. Heroic have been given that mid-control at a bare minimum. They're walking again into one of these 4-man A setups for 20 seconds. It could get dicey. They need the kills, and they need them now. Zantara's boosted, almost with a double. Cadian saves him on the no-scope, and Searson drops the orb. Will he drop the bomb? It's the tap for Searson. Can he stand this test of time? No. And now it's all on Keto, a long way away. Almost the block for the bomb plant, but Nico gets it down in time.
It's enough to make you nervous, even though you know they've got the time to plant.
The round for them, building into this T-half as well. Uh-oh.
So I would love to see them go back to a long take here, because then that at least has that option open, right? If you do want to commit to A, based on what you see, based on what Stown sees outside of the B site, then you very much can. And that looks to be the decision with that Moto smoke going on in. They actually now wrap short side instead. And that's forced all 3 of these players into the site for big. And that might be to the dismay of Heroic. Nico in with 1 through the apartments, but it's going to be Tabson and Tizian attempting to trade this one out and keep it in favor of big. Tizian, they've lost him in the smoke.
No time.
It's just, yeah, there's surely not enough time to get the bomb down. They get a bunch of kills at the end of the round. But it is an 8th on the board for big.
No one even went for it. Like, Stown could have very good stall for Tizian, hiding in the smoke, wins big that round and keeps them in this game.
Plus, there's the whole idea of fog of war right there, right? You said it yourself. There's a lot of chaos. exactly right. Speaking of which, we're back to the chaos right here at the top of Banana. Another purchase up here for Heroic and a double nade for Tabson. Borup and Ston are going to have to wait till the next round. Keto tucks in at the sandbags, and well, this B rush has gone horribly wrong so far. Perhaps it can be turned around on the back of Cadian's AWP. That's a kill they need, and they find it.
They go through the smoke. Tabson turns from the flash from Cadian, and that just gives them the fight. Or posted up in the retake as well, in the post plant rather. It's going to be a difficult one for Big to get back in. No kit currently. I don't see any dropped.
And the weapon rate, well, they do have that molly. Flashes of smoke.
Maybe even smoking CT to let Tizian get out of this position could be good, but he's throwing a flash and he's running into the orb. The expectation not there for Big, and they're going to give it up. Zentara's running away, and even with that double spray for Keto with a nade finish from Tabson.
So truthfully, sending Stown back, probably the picture-perfect call to have made here. Is there about to be re-aggression? There is, and when you re-aggress into Cadian, you are asking for trouble. Tabson, now the man left to try and hold down the arch side. Cadian closing this distance, smokes it with the flick, not able to find it. And so Tabson, not only does he get that kill, but he clears top mid, and he says, guys, there's no one here. So at this point, the cogs should be turning, and Big should be gearing up for a B rotate. But right now, Keto is the only man here for the Big squad. He swings out wide, and Nico deals with him. That sight falls right away. And so Tabson, Tizian, and Zentares left in a 3-on-4 retake at B to decide their fate in this series.
Banana smoke coming in. That's going to cut off Tess's here at least, but that and a flash is all Big have, and no kit as well. Where's Tabson when you need him? Flash coming high. Big going fast, and they're all going to group together. Poor player dealt with. Nico doubles up, and he might just close the series, but no, Tabson still some fight in him. Pistol out with the tap, and he's got time as well. No kit, needs to force the fight. Tessis spams back, and Tabson's baited in by the bullets. That's his final stand, and Heroic, they're going to do it into 16 rounds, found eventually by the Danes. Not just Astralis knocked out of their way, but Big fall as well. That's Heroic going on.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side.